So this is strategy planning for brand building. Okay, we have learned about branding. We have understand. And now we want to know the planning. How are we going to plan the brand? So that is the all about for today's what I'm going to talk about. Can you see my slide is moving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you talk about strategy, you talk about ideas, you talk about vision, the success, the plan, the growth, and the innovation. So normally strategy stands with plan. Okay, what you want to do. You should have an idea. You need some idea, some vision, what you want to do. Then you plan. When you plan what you want to do, the innovation, something new thing you are going to innovate. Either can be a product, can be an idea, can be a method, how to rebrand your product. Then you see the success. Then when the success is there, it will be going sustainability, hopefully. Then the growth will be there. You start small, you finish big. So you are growing day by day. So that is how. Start with. So always remember, strategy, start with an idea. Idea go with vision. Vision go with a plan. Plan go with innovation. Innovation go with success. And finally, the success will go for the growth. So this is what you should understand. What is strategy? This is overall. Please make your mind open overall. Think globally. We are not focusing only in TVET. Now this is global. Any questions on this? Is Mr. Suresh Chandra Gupta is there? Is Mr. Suresh Chandra Gupta is there? Mr.
Yes, sir.
Suresh, any questions
Yes.
on this? Did you have any question on my second slide about strategy? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Let me call some people because I need to call make everyone in the this thing. Yubaraj Hadhari. Yubaraj. Is Yubaraj there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions on my second slide? You would like to ask
sir,
anything?
no.
Nothing.
No,
Okay.
sir, no.
Let's
All
move.
these are strategies of
Okay.
planning for brand building.
Yeah. Okay. So I will move. Thank you. Second is definition. Can you see my slide? Can you all see my slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Definition. Strategy brand building involves a comprehensive plan encompassing defining your brand purpose, target audience, competitive landscape, and creating unique identity, all while aligning marketing effort and measuring success over time. So it could be any brand. Now we are talking about brand in the context of TVET. So if you talk about brand in TVET, what brand you going to promote in TVET? It could be a program related matter. It could be some TVET innovation through TVET program, some innovation, solve the community issue, the nation issue, or some method you want to introduce in TVET, something related to TVET, TVET for all, for example. TVET is the future workforce demand. So that is the tagline. So that is the brand you are bringing. So what kind of course you're going to give to them? You're talking about AI, you're talking about imaging technology, which relate to the TVET as well. So that is the brand purpose. Then who is your target audience? To whom this need to be reached? So you must know your audience. If you don't know the audience, then you cannot just simply promote where there is no marketable. So people should interest. When you do something on digital platform, all the youth are now engaged to the digital platform. So your audience should be the youth. What is the age of the youth? Maybe from 15 years old up to 30. Some country until 40 years, they consider youth. So these are the target group. Normally 15 to 35, we can consider, or 30. 15 to 30, we can consider they are youth. After 30, they're adults. Or maybe after 25, they are adults. But I can say 15 to 30 is a very good for the audience. Then you want to go for the parents, maybe a bit higher. 30 to 50 years, the parents group. After 50 or after 55, so they are senior people. 60 years are senior. So these people, how they can promote TVET branding for them. So you must target your audience, plan your brand accordingly, can fit everyone to promote. So they have their own part, the sharing to promote. Competitive landscape. We need to know what is the landscape. If you want, because definitely out there is a lot of competitors. So we need to know the landscape. Creating a unique identity. What are the unique identity you want to create? Something you're talking about CTEVT. Okay, this is the brand. So what is the unique of CTEVT in Nepal compared to other brands who are having in our surrounding region, or maybe in our competitor, maybe in the private and public sector. So we need to find out what is our unique while aligning the marketing efforts and measuring over the time. So when you see the picture here, the brand can be, I go clockwise, I go clockwise. Can be creative. We need a good leadership, need to be promotion, advertisement, we need strategy, we need solution, okay, by project, it's a teamwork effort, brainstorming, innovation, we need to have a vision, collaboration to get the success, we need to do some research, we need to engage with the social, what are the current trend, we need to engage with the community, the mission. So all these are part and puzzle in the brand. So you see, everything is there in the brand. It's only not the brand. Behind the brand, these are the things working. Like you see, let me give you another scenario. You're talking about iceberg. You know iceberg? Iceberg. That means if you see the iceberg on top, we can see the iceberg, but we don't know what is under the sea. The iceberg looks like. It could be a very big.
100%.
On top, we see very small iceberg, but down will be bigger. So this is the brand. You see the brand on top, but down the brand, these are all the things are working to make the brands go up, from the creative idea, leadership, teamwork, until the success. So this is how the brand should look in, and how serious you need to take. Not just getting a brand, promote, that's it. Oh, nothing happened, we have promote, I'm failure. No, it should be strategized like this. That is why I say the branding should come. It's a collective decision. It's a massive program. It should come one for all for one. One for all for one. That means the one brand speaks for all the polytechnics, for example. And from that brand, you can go break it through based on what you need. But that is one brand. Okay, like you talk about CPSC. CPSC, we got two types of training, in-country training and regional training. So for this in-country training, we got 64 programs, training modules to offer. And we are also increasing now. So you see the brand CPSC, if you touch the brand CPSC, you are connected with the 64 programs. What you want, we will train you, we will upskill. And one of the program is branding and image. So this type of program, we have another 63. So this is our brand. So you want something to reskilling, upskilling on TVET agenda, come to CPSC. Our brand is to reskilling, upskilling, consultation, research, accreditation, all things we are offering. So this is our brand. So the same go for CTEVT. What brand you want to give? To outside and inside, internally and externally. So the polytechnic people in the public, what brand you going to give? If you're private sector, what brand? So if everyone start to give the same brand, then there is no. So you should be competitive enough to give different flavor, to give more choice for the people to choose, and also the pricing, the fee should be very competitive with the current economic status. So that is how the brand will succeed. Okay. Any questions on this?
No questions, sir.
No question.
questions,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Strategic planning for brand building. Okay, strategic planning for brand building. Key challenges in APAC branding. APAC is Asia Pacific region. Asia, PAC is Pacific. Asia Pacific branding. So key challenges in Asia Pacific branding. So, we want to know in the strategic planning for the brand building, we are going to see into 4 sectors. What are the key challenges in APAC branding in Asia Pacific? What is the strategic framework for brand development? What is the case study of successful APAC brand? What is the future trend in brand strategy? So I'm going to talk about 4 aspects. I'm going to elaborate with example. I repeat again, what is the key challenges in APAC branding? APAC means Asia Pacific branding. Strategic framework for brand development. Case studies of successful APAC brand. We want to see what are the case studies because we need to know the success story. We are learning, we are listening, but we don't know. Seeing is believing. Remember, seeing is believing. So hearing, seeing, and experiencing it is the real thing that we should say, yes, I'm going to do it. Because you are experiencing it, you are seeing it, you are hearing it, then you can feel the gist. Oh, this is what I really want to do. The future trends in brand strategy. So these are the 4. Allow me to go to the first one. Key challenges in brand building for APAC. So the brand building, am I audible to everyone? You all can listen my voice?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
First is cultural and linguistic diversity. APAC comprise over 40 countries. In Asia Pacific, we have almost 40 countries, each with different distinct language, different language tradition and consumer behavior. Example, McDonald's adopt menus. Example, rice burger in Japan, McSpicy paneer in India. You see, McDonald's have the brand, but then go to the different country, they suit the country. Even KFC. In India, you can have a KFC, vegetarian KFC. But in Malaysia, there is no KFC vegetarian. Even in Philippines. In India, I can get a vegetarian burger in KFC. So you need to adapt to your situation. So when you talk about brand in Nepal, you should adapt to your brand in Nepal and think your brand you want to bring out internationally. Don't think locally, try to be internationalization. Start from local, from rural area, urban area to the city, from the city go to the country, from country go to international. So this is very important. So you see McDonald's, they give burger, but in Japan with rice. Even in Philippines, we can get rice. Okay. Even in KFC, we get rice. In paneer in India, because paneer is very popular. It's also vegetarian. So this is how, because of the culture, they adopt the brand. Second is digital first consumer. E-commerce and social commerce dominate. Example, China, Tabo Life, Indonesia, Tokopedia. Mobile first branding, essential example, Grab super app strategy. So they use a digital platform as a branding. So how they're going to do, like China, they have their own platform. For Indonesia, they have their own platform. For example, I give another branding. In Philippines, we got a Grab and we got a motorbike Grab also. The motorbike Grab we call Angkas. That is the brand, Angkas. But in Indonesia, they have the motorbike. They call Kojak. But the e-hailing also by two-wheeler. E-hailing by two-wheeler, but the name is different. The brand is different. But the objective, the vision, mission is the same. So you need to brand according to your country and also the digital first consumer. What is applicable, easy, based on your country environment, the climates, the demography. Then the third is regulatory and political factor. Regulatory and political. This is very challenging because each country have their own regulatory, own political factor. China data laws, India FDI restriction, fixed deposit interest, and the Asian trade policy impact branding. That means we also have the challenge. Some what can, what cannot. We need to follow the country, regulatory and political factor. That is another challenge when you bring the brand. Then this one I'm talking globally. Fourth is competition from the local brands. Local brands like BYD, Build Your Dream from China, Uniqlo Japan, Patanjali India, art form global rivals by leveraging cultural insights. So competition from the local brand. So definitely when international brands going in, like in Nepal, you have, can you tell me few of your Nepalese local brand? Anyone can share to me some of your Nepal's local brand product? Any takers?
Himalayan
Gula
honey.
Marsi Tamal.
Just tell one so that I can hear clearly.
Gold Star.
Gold Star.
Gold Star, shoes.
Oh,
Gold Star
shoe,
shoe.
shoe. Okay. Beside that, anything on education? Do you all have anything on education?
Sonam.
Sonam?
Sunam.
Iseva.
What is Sunam?
Clothes brand. Clothing brand.
Surya cigarette. Surya Nepal. Cigarette.
Noodles, YY.
Okay.
Budan Nilkantha School.
That is okay. What do you have for international brand in Nepal? International brand for product.
Surya Nepal is one of the largest business house in Nepal.
Oh, okay. Are you exporting that brand
Why?
or only for Nepal use?
Export quality also.
Okay. Do you have any international brand coming into Nepal? I'm very sure there is. Is Momo is a brand? Momo.
Best
Momo
Momo.
is not a brand, sir. It is a
Momo
Best
is
Momo
a
brand.
food, right? But
That
you
is
see, when I was in Nepal,
Not a brand.
I used to take Momo, the food Momo, right? But I think
Momo is
if
a food.
Momo can be branded as one of your brand, I think you are marketable. Momo in Nepal is very famous. So you should do different kind of Momo export to the other countries. Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, seafood momos. So that will be a good brand. If TVET sector, those who are giving food and beverages causes should look into promoting Momo because Momo is very famous in Nepal. Okay. So, okay, let's move on. That is a competition from. So your local brands always compete with the international brand. They want to sell the product. So it depends on what the consumer want, what they want. Always the quality speaks. If yours is cheap and best and the quality is good, people will buy your brand, regardless whether international or local. So always remember your service, your quality, and also your neediness, the finishing, whatever in terms of delivery or in terms of product, in terms of satisfaction, customer service, that is where the brand speaks. Okay, here are the 5-step brand strategy model. Okay, so I'm giving you 5-step APEC brand strategy model. First step is market research. Analyze cultural, economy, and digital trend. So first you need to know, first step you need to know when you go for model, analyze the research. You must do market survey, market research. That is, you want to know what is really happening, what is in the market, what is the need, what is the current market. We cannot blindly open a business or coming out with a brand or, for example, in a TVET concept, We cannot offer one TVET program which is obsolete. We need to know what are the program future next decade, next 10 years, which going to cope with no more IR 4.0. We are talking about Industry Revolution 5.0. In US, they are working with Industry Revolution 6.0. So these are the advanced they are going. So we need to know next 10 years. Now everybody is talking about AI. Any Tom and Jerry is talking about AI. So AI is the future market. AI is controlling everything. So we need to analyze the culture, the economy, the digital trends. For example, Nike conduct youth sports studies in China. You see, Nike conduct the youth sports studies in China. They want to know what type of product in Nike, the next era for youths. Because China is the largest population, but now becomes second because the largest now is India. So they studied in the huge population, what are the youth's trend in order to them to cater. Because once they know the market, they can do the product, they can use one brand and the Nike brand and they can make money out of that because they suits their choice. You see? So in TVET, in Nepal, you should do the survey. What the people really want. Offer that kind of program. So have a town hall section, have a forum, have a dialogue session with the youth, with the middle-aged parents, elderly parents, veterans, okay? All these people. So youth means you take from 15 years to 20. Those who are lower secondary and higher secondary, and those in the college, university, those who are working, those who are senior people. So all this, gather this in academia, okay, industrial people, gather all this information. Then you can get the real thing, what we really want for Nepal. Second is localized positioning, adapt messaging and product offering. So you need to localize what you have in your country. What is the best you have? Your own internal resource, your own. Without spending too much budget, you can localize and positioning. Okay. So you look at this, for example, KFC offers congee in China, curry rice in Japan. So congee is something like a porridge, like a porridge. So they offer in Japan, China, because they don't eat hot and spicy. They eat like this, a porridge type. But in Japan, they want some spicy. They don't like congee. So they put curry rice in Japan. If they bring congee to Japan, maybe there is no market. You see? So in Nepal, what you like? So you should offer what your people like, because they are localized people who are going to give you business, who are going to come back to you. Positioning at the right. Okay? So this is very important. Rather than we are just copycat, we are just bringing other people doing, we also want to do. But end of the day, it never suit because that is not the need of our people. So that is very important. Even from one district, Pakora and Kathmandu, maybe the idea is different. Their mindset is different. Their taste is different. So Nepal, you have from the north to south. Okay. So there are different people, different area, different province, different district. The taste and the choice is different. So suit to that, to fit in what we can offer according to them. So they will come to us because that is their interest. So we need to study on that. Third is digital branding. Leverage social media, e-commerce, and AI. Leveraging means you make sure you are connected, okay, with the e-commerce, using AI, you are up to date on the social media. For example, Lazada uses TikTok style shopping. So now everybody is going to TikTok. They are promoting TikTok. The maximum 3 minutes. Now some TikTok can go more than 3 minutes. So TikTok is become apps to promote everything. So Lazada changed to TikTok. So everybody now is going to TikTok. So this is another time, another way of leveraging social media for upgrading the brand. This is one of the strategy. Number 4, partnership and influencers. Collaborate with local celebrities and For example, Samsung partners with BTS for Galaxy promotion. So you need to partner with the local people to promote. If an international brand, need to collaborate with the local. Local, if you wanted to go for international, you need to build a very good coalition with the local players. And these players can go to the branding for the international, get connected to one of the partners. So you will be uplifted. Everything is start with one single step. And when you got an opportunity, that step you need to make use. You need to prove your brand is good. When the moment people start talking your brand, they start using it, they saw the benefit, then from mouth to mouth promotion, then your brand will be going high. So this is very important. So the partnership influencers, who can influence, who can promote, who can recommend. So this is the quality always speaks. Not by giving money, you want to promote. You want to speak by the quality, by the delivery, by the service. What are you offering? Okay, please relate this in TVET concept. This is global, but we can bring to TVET concept. And finally, is performance measurement. So definitely, once we do this, we need to do the measurement. So track the brand equity, recall, and engagement. For example, Uniqlo uses heat maps in stores for customers' behavior. So they measure the performance. So your brand, you need to measure. Whatever measurement you want to do, how you want to measure, there should be a strategy. What you really want to measure. The profit, the success, what are the most branding product, the satisfaction. So you must have some measurement and monitoring, M&E. So like Uniqlo, they have the heat maps in stores for customer behavior. They want to know how the customer behave so that they can understand and they can come back with different kind of to tackle this behavior. In order they can come up with different kind of innovation to increase their sales, to tackle this problem. So this is how the strategy you have to look into it. So all these are general. But if you're doing for a TVET, you can use this general, convert to a TVET environment. The method are still the same, but your product, your finishing will be different because your focus area in TVET. So that is important. Any questions on this?
So can you please once more elaborate about this heat map? How it's gonna be implemented in the store?
Okay. Heat map. Okay. First at all, we must know what is heat map. What do you understand by heat maps? What is heat maps? So heat maps is the relationship. We wanted to know the relationship between the behavior. What? So because we don't know, because when you Uniqlo, the product is the clothing. People choose the clothing. What type of clothing they want? What type of environment, their taste. So we just do, but the youth, different age, different taste. So heat map are used to show relationship between two variables, one plotted on each axis. By observing how can colors change across each axis, how can observe any pattern in value. So some people, they like colors. Some people, they like the material. So we want to study on that. So to improve with the age. So this is called heat maps. There is apps to do this. So I'm just quoting one example. So for example is, further example, you can browse also in for further on this, you can browse in internet. There's a lot of examples given on heat maps. Okay. Any other questions?
So it means while customer are visiting in our store, we are going to look at their movement and their engagement towards our product or what like.
Can you repeat your question, sir? I can't
I
get it.
said it basically means while the customers are visiting in our store, we are having a visual of customer movement and their engagement on the product. If it is
No,
like
this is where they're doing. it will be captured, it will be analyzed. There is a software to capture the behavior, to capture this. So then it will be captured. Then we can analyze, we can know. So we no need to key in.
Good,
There,
good,
they
good.
will be, it will be automatically captured. They have some mechanism to do this.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, not we need to see. We can use these heat maps in store. That means like a sensor. They can sense. They have something, some apps, some algorithm to capture the behavior. Then from there they can extract the data. They can analyze. They can pretend. Like you see, like SPSS. We need to put in the data. The SPSS will come out with what kind of analysis you want in research. So same for the product. Consumer analysis, they use heat maps. Okay, I will go to the next slide. Now we are going to case study successful brand strategies in APAC. Okay, so what are the case study successful brand strategies in APAC is, for example, Alibaba. Alibaba in China is an ecosystem branding. I think everybody know Alibaba, correct? Everyone knows Alibaba, right? Know Alibaba, right? It is a brand. Who is the owner of Alibaba? Can anyone tell me who's the owner of Alibaba?
Is that Jack Ma?
Yes, very good, very good. Jack Ma, Mr. Jack Ma is the owner of Alibaba. Who is Jack Ma?
A Chinese entrepreneur?
Yeah, Chinese entrepreneur who went through failure. He started from the small and today he is very smart. He want to connect everyone into one platform using his platform. He brought everybody to be connected using his platform and he played the part. And he become Alibaba. He named it Alibaba until he controlled the China market. There is sometime he was also not been seen more than 6 months. Don't know what happened because he have some pressure from the China government when his business is growing. So Alibaba is a very successful guy. He says, dream big. At the age of 40, you should be millionaire. You should aim big, try, take a risk, try and make it happen. So this is what Alibaba's philosophy, Jack Ma's philosophy. So he started in China, Alibaba. Like Alibaba, Lazada is connected with Alibaba. It's a branding. Yesterday I've said that. So the strategy is build an integrated digital ecosystem. You see, he built one integrated. He integrated all the players into one platform. He connected everyone. What you want from A to Z, from A to Z, from agriculture, anything you would name it, you can be connected. So he said, people need this. Let me do this platform. Okay. E-commerce, fintech, using cloud. Then localization, acquired Lazada for Southeast Asia. So for Southeast Asia, he did not use Alibaba. He used Lazada. So another brand, but almost the same. Maybe there is some restriction from his government. So he rebrand Lazada with when I said some regulatory, some protocols, political factor of each country. So he make it Lazada. In the result, dominates 60% of China e-commerce. So with this, 60% of e-commerce business in China dominates by Alibaba and Lazada. So you see, this is ecosystem branding. So how, based on the ecosystem he brand, we can do it. Second is Uniqlo, Japan. Functional minimalism. Strategy, lifewear philosophy. Simple, affordable, high quality. If you see the Uniqlo, do you have any Uniqlo outlet in Nepal? Do you have any Uniqlo, like you go to, I think Kathmandu, there is only one mall. Am I right? In Kathmandu mall, only one mall in Kathmandu. Big mall. Am I right? Or is there a few malls?
There are few malls like Kathmandu Mall, Labim Mall, and
Which
many
is
more.
biggest mall? Which is biggest mall?
It's Labin Mall, I think. I'm not aware of that.
No, what is the mall's name? Any mall name?
Labin Mall,
Kathmandu Mall.
Kathmandu
La-
Mall, and
Lakin Mall?
yeah, it's Labin, Labim.
Okay, Latin Mall. Do Latin Mall have Uniqlo brand, Japan brand, selling clothes? Did you came across?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. So this Uniqlo is very simple, affordable, and high quality. Even I like Uniqlo. In Philippines, we have a lot of Uniqlo. Uniqlo in Philippines and Uniqlo in Malaysia, the clothing is different. The design, the pattern is different. I prefer the Philippine Uniqlo, more choice. Okay. Local adaptation, collaborate with local designer. For example, Plus J collection in China. Result, 19 billion revenue in 2023, fast retailing report. So you see, their strategy is make it simple. Everybody can buy and quality is very maintained high quality. They collaborate with the local designer from Japan. They collaborate to suit what the local people like, to know the design. Okay. And you see the income, how they make profit. 19 billion revenue in 2023. So this is how a successful branding can be done. If you really plan, strategize, adapt culture, you talk about culture adaptation, right? So this is one of the example. Another one is Grab Singapore. Super application localization strategy from ride hailing to food delivery, payment, insurance. So Grab is not only, I think this is not only on Singapore, even in Malaysia, even in Philippines, we are experiencing it. It is not only e-hailing. We have a Grab food, we can do payment, we can also pay anything using that. So super apps localization, local. When you go to Mongolia, they use UB apps, Ulaanbaatar apps. They are not using Grab. Certain place they are not using their own local e-hailing apps, not the global apps. Localization offer motorcycle taxi in Indonesia, cash payment in Vietnam. So you see some local like Indonesia, they offer motorcycle taxi using this Grab. But some in Vietnam, they don't have online payment. You can use that, but you pay cash. So this is what another challenge you can use. Result, one ride hailing apps in Southeast Asia. Yes, please.
Can I ask, while talking about this localization, I have got one problems in my mind. Like, so while doing localization, is there any chance of getting dilution of the brand global identity with this localization?
For example, give me one example.
I mean to say that while doing localization, is there any problem of getting dilution of the global identity of the brand? Because while doing the strategy, we are focusing on
No, because I don't think so, sir. Because there will be no diluting. Because you are maintaining the main objective, but you're only putting the name based on the localization, the method. But you are still using that's why I say the vision is still the same, but the mission, the way you're going to achieve your strategy is different. But you're not going out of the vision of that particular brand. So how you want to achieve, it is up how you want to achieve. So there is no dilution. This is my point of view. Okay. Okay. Am I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So result, one ride hailing apps in Southeast Asia. Okay, you see. So all the Southeast Asia, they use only one technique that is known as Grab. Grab can be used in Southeast Asia, only one Grab. But how you want to use it, Grab in your own way, you can localize. But the platform is under Grab. So something like that they are thinking. Last time we got Uber. But now Uber, maybe European country. Like Malaysia also using Grab, even Philippine Grab. What about in Nepal? Do you have Grab?
No,
So what
We have Patao.
e-hailing you have in Nepal?
We have Patao.
Patal.
Patao.
Patao is the local brand or your
Patao
local
is
brand?
Indian brand. Maybe it's an international.
International.
It,
Okay.
Bangladeshi
yeah,
brand.
it is started from India.
From India. Okay. That means
In
there's
drive.
only one Patao, only one brand, or is there any other players?
There's InDrive.
Ride sharing.
In drive.
In drive. Okay. Okay. I went to Bhutan. There is no Grab. Only taxi. Bhutan is the place where they are still living in the 90s and the almost mid of 90s. No traffic light in Bhutan. So they preserve the culture, the tradition. So there is no app, only taxi, and the population is not even 1 million. So for them, it's okay. Okay. So this is what I'm telling. The demography of the country is important. What you want to do the branding. Okay. Fourth is Patanjali, India, nationalist branding. Strategy promotes Ayurveda as an alternative to Western pharmaceutical manufacturers. Localization, use Hindi ads, yoga guru endorsement, Baba Ramdev. So they use the strategy to promote Ayurveda, Ayurvedic product. Okay, alternative to the Western medical. So they use Hindi, they use Yoga Guru endorsement, Baba Ramdev, so to promote, because they know the Indian market is more, almost everybody can speak Hindi. What about in Nepal? Can you speak Hindi? Can you all speak Hindi?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
thoda sir.
Can you all speak Hindi?
We
More than
actually don't-
60% people can speak English or Hindi in Nepal.
we
More
actually
than
don't use
60%.
we actually don't use this Hindi language in our day-to-day life, but we are being influenced by Hindi channels in television. That's how we learn to speak Hindi language, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then the result is 1.5 billion revenue, challenging Nestle and Unilever business today. So they are getting, these are the strategy. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, you are, sir.
So the future trends in APA, Asia Pacific brand building. So what are the future trends? One is AI, hyper personalization. Example, Samsung AI powered customs advertisement in South Korea. Okay. So Samsung using artificial intelligence powered advertisement in South Korea. Okay. Sustainability and green branding. Example, BYD, build your dream. China brand car, electrical vehicle marketed as eco-friendly in China. So you want eco-friendly, green, very good. So this is very good model. So China built this, they put it as eco-friendly. So this is the future trend they're going to give it. So people will be buying, promoting green. Singapore is buying a lot of, in Singapore, in BYD model. Even in Malaysia, we have this vehicle. 3 is regional expansion via digital platform. Example, Shin's TikTok-driven growth in Southeast Asia. So this TikTok is growing fast in Southeast Asia. And last is blockchain for brand trust. What is blockchain? Can anyone tell me what is blockchain?
It is a secured bank, kind of digital bank, where your asset can be securely kept,
Blockchain is something more to security purpose. It can be blocked. It can be, you can be analyzing by looking at by parts. It is well integrated. Along the process, if you want to put something inside, it can be integrated, can be navigated. So this is to especially be when used for data privacy. Okay, data privacy, even for Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies, all this, they use this blockchain technique. That is a brand trust. So example, LVMH, Aura blockchain for luxury authentication in Asia Pacific. So these are the brand which is future they are going in Asia Pacific. Okay, I'm talking globally, I'm not talking on the TVET. So when you talk about TVET, so you must understand what brand you want to give. What are the available brand? The 5 step of the research method which I showed to you. You should know, you need to analyze this. Let me show back to you the 5 steps. You should do the research, localize it, what branding through digital, who you want to partnership, and how you going to marketing. So next, the marketing level we will tell you once you have developed. So these are the 5 steps you need to know in your model. From what we have studied yesterday, that is the fundamental. This is the practical and how you're going to build. So this is very important based on the what brand you are focusing. So conclusion, brand building in Asia Pacific region requires a strategic, culturally aware and market responsive approach. So I repeat again, brand building in Asia Pacific region requires a strategic, cultural aware and market responsive approach by leveraging digital transformation, innovation, sustainability. Okay, sustainability, make sure it is ongoing, sustain, going, not do, then stop. Do, stop. It should be ongoing. Whatever change. Normally, what is the biggest problem in the government sector, especially in the government sector? The sustainability. When the government change, the policy change. When the policy change, sometimes the sustainability change. This is the big challenge in every country. So we should understand what brand, how we're going to go, why Germany success, why Australia success. Because Australia, Germany, whenever the policy is made, when the government change, the policy remains. It won't change. Maybe they review after 10 years. So that is the success story, how the TVET is going very good in the country as a benchmark for your kind info. And strategy partnership. Brands can establish a strong and enduring presence in the dynamic market. So this is very important. The last point is business must continuously adapt to the emerging trends and consumer expectation to maintain a competitive edge. So we must continuously adapt to the emerging trends. We need to know what is the trends. We need to adapt. We cannot say, I don't know, I don't use. If you are the director or you are the vice president, you are the principal, these emerging trends you need to know. There is a lot of there we can get to know. ChatGPT are there to help you. You can get the Google, a lot of multimedia you learn, then you make sure you understand, attend training and equip yourself and put into the practice, bring them to your campus. That is very important. Don't always say, no budget, go for training. No budget to do that. Government, no budget. Find a way. Rather than telling no, find a way within your means. So that is very important. Play with your means, with your resources, make it greater. Make it happen. Business must continuously adapt to the emerging trends and consumer expectation to maintain a competitive edge. So we need to adapt, and also we need to suit with the consumer expectation, our customer, to maintain the competitive edge, to be in the competitive world. We are in the business. If no, we will be lose business. So no point of complaining. Try to put together try to say we can do it, move forward, rather than giving excuses. Always think positive rather than thinking negative. These are my references for my lecture. Okay, Business Today, Fast Retailing, Forbes, Kela KL, and Statista, Alibaba market share in China. With that, I will end my team paper 3 presentation. Now I open to the floor. Is there any questions you like to ask, which I can answer? Diana, please check if there is any question in the chat box. Please let me know. Any
Excuse me,
questions?
sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, may I know what kind of strategy the Malaysian people, Philippines, and other countries people are following to engage their students in their institutions? How they engaging their people in their institution? What
Can
kind
you
of
repeat again the
strategy they
question?
are
It is
making?
how are they engaging? What is that? I can't get it.
Strategic plan. I want to know the strategic plan of such countries like Malaysia, Philippines.
Like I can give you like Malaysia and Philippines because I'm from Malaysia. Even though I'm from my great grandparents from South India. Okay, but I was born and bred in Malaysia. In Malaysia and Philippines, I saw in ASEAN country, normally ASEAN, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, all these ASEAN countries. We normally will see the vision and mission of the country. What the vision and mission of the government, the vision and mission of the organization. For example, TVET and the goal strategy. Because every year the vision mission will change. Maybe after 5 years, the strategic plan will change. So based on that, based on the research and mission, and we will do market analysis, market survey. We will get the market demand from the labor department. What are the workforce demand? Okay. What is the engagement from the, we will have some town hall section with all the industry people to give the input, the major players who are our stakeholders. Then we will have an engagement with the community outside, with focus group, with the academia, with the youths. So once we gather all this, then we will see, we'll have there is a team committee to work into it. They will work, they will prioritize, then they will come. They also will take some consultation to advise them, some consultation, NGOs or companies to advise when you talk about government project. Then they will come out with a proper report. Then they will implement based on that. So once you implement that, you already know the people's, everybody's interest, what they want. So when you talk about industry, the industry people will come because you know what they want, you already captured in your strategy, in your curricula, for example, for the college and university. When you talk about youths, they will come because they know this is the cause they want. When you talk about others, parent community, they will come. So everybody have the interest in your particular things. So this is how they work. But also there is a challenge. Sometimes the government funding and the government implementation, there is a protocol we need to follow. We cannot change very frequently. So this is where the private sector, the private TVET players, they take opportunity, they offer the course which we are not offering. They offer like forensic engineering, for example. So this is what is not offered by the public university or polytechnic. They offer that kind of program with some fees higher than what we offer. And people are preferred. If they're affordable, they will go. So that is their brand. So, okay, when you talk about, for example, Gun Institute. Gun Institute is a private. So they focus on kind of investigation studies, management studies. When you talk about one of the law college in Brickfields, Kuala Lumpur, they are very good in the law, Bricks College. So these are the things, how they brand themselves. So when you talk about public in Malaysia, public, when you talk about TVET in Malaysia, people will prefer to go to polytechnic and college community for TVET. And we have, the Malaysian government have given, we have 5 category of university. One is research university. That means they only focus on research. Another one, another 4, what research university, we got 4 research university. We got 4 technology university. M2 they call it, Malaysian Technology University Network. All the diploma holders from Polytechnic, they will be feeder, the good result will be feeder to the university. There is a transfer credit. So this is how they brand themselves. So this is the way how the government shape to drive a pathway to make people to come, and they promote TVET. They give encouragement. Even in the salary, there is a, if you are TVET graduate, you will have certain percentage of higher salary. Even those who are studied engineering in Malaysia, we are getting 5% increment in our annual, in our yearly, monthly salary from our gross basic pay every month. So those who are studying engineering, those who are studying accountant, they are giving some other things. So these are the perks and this thing, and also they give tax relief. Those who are promoting TVET, the government give tax relief in the income tax. So all these kind of things make people more attractive to come. Like in Australia, in Germany, those who are taking TVET, they are even the tuition fee is free. They are giving some allowance for the students, pocket money for their monthly allowance. So this is encouragement. After finish, the job is ready for you to engage. And they also bring prospect to the next level. Even in Thailand, there is a TVET, not only academia. They can go TVET, just welding in TVET until getting PhD in welding. Only welding get PhD. That is Taiwan's model. I just want to share to you. Thank you.
Sir, I want to add one more question in the same regard, sir. So like
Yes, please.
we already had discussed about this strategic plan for brand building, which is already a huge topic. So if we can focus on this technical and vocational education and training system of the institute, so how can we create a strong emotional connection between students and all the TVET institute? How can we do that? Because we are talking about from the
This
perspective
we
of
will
government
address.
protocol.
We will address your question in the workshop. The next section, I'm going to do a SWOT analysis. From there, Dr. Harsh will take up in the workshop to bring this gap there. So he will touch on that. Your question will be answered in the workshop.
Okay.
Good afternoon, participants, and I'll try to make this session with the help of Dr. Kesavan as crisp and as interesting as we can make. So let me start with the caution to all of you. One simple caution to all of you. Is education a primary or educational product or education primarily a service or a good? I like to have answers from all the august audience. Is my question clear to all of you? Hello?
Please, sir.
Yeah, is my question clear, sir? Able to understand my question, sir? Or shall I repeat?
Please, once again.
Okay, let me put it on the screen as well. Is education products or education primarily services or a goods?
Service.
Service.
Okay, so if it is a service, is the marketing or building a brand of an educational product or educational institute same as a goods or a goods product or a physical product?
It may different, sir.
It is
Different.
different. So what is the difference here? Why there is a difference? What you have said is absolutely correct, sir. Can I know your good name, please?
I am Tirtha Prasad Acharya.
Okay, so Tirtha sir, what you have said is absolutely correct. So I would like you to elaborate a little bit on it, telling me, telling me regarding what is the difference there between services and goods, which impacts my marketing of the institute, my branding of the institute, or my marketing of the educational products or branding of the educational products.
It means, first of all, we have branding our educational institution.
Okay,
After that,
branding of. Sir, any of you can speak in Hindi as well. I don't know because I have seen, even if you speak in Nepali as well, I'll try to make sense of it because I found Nepalis to be very close to Hindi as well. So please feel free to speak in Nepalis as well, or in your local language, or if you can speak in Hindi, you can speak in Hindi as well, or if in English, whatever is convenient to you. So language, as Professor Kesavan always emphasizes on this particular aspect, that language should not be the barrier, right?
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
please
Yes, sir.
feel free to speak in any language, sir. In either of these ones, when I'm saying any of the language. Yeah. Please go ahead.
In case of educational services, we have to brand our educational institution. After
Okay.
that institution reflect to the product. That means our graduates.
Okay. Right. So what
Just
you
for
said is
example,
first institute has
just
to be made brand.
just for example, you are from IIT.
Right.
IIT.
I am.
I think the IIT is the institution which has completed all the standards, which meets all the standards, and their product is competent,
Yes, sir.
qualified, well trained.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else would like to say? So what Tirtha sir has said absolutely correct. One is that.
What was the question, sir? Can you please repeat it once again?
Sorry.
Can you please repeat the questions again?
So my question is a very simple one. My question is the education in essence is primarily a goods or a service? So Tirtha had said absolutely correct that it's a service primarily. So my next question is marketing or branding an educational product, an educational organization, same as that of product organization, to which Tirtha sir answered absolutely correct that no, it is not. So my follow-up question is, what are the things that are different here? So what are the things that are different in service organization vis-a-vis different in product organization?
May I add some
Or
points, sir?
organization which is selling products, primarily goods. Yeah,
May I
madam.
add some points, sir? I
Please.
think as per Tirtha sir told, firstly, the institution should be one brand. It should have a proper, it should be attractive for people, for the new institution which have been newly established. One is its infrastructures and infrastructures. Next thing is, since it is service oriented and the product of school is the students or graduates, and they have to be sellable in the market. If they are sellable, well demanded by the market, well consumed by the market, so it takes a long time. It's not a short period. If it was a good, then that will be quickly evaluated by the consumers. But since students or graduates have to be placed in the market and they have to be sellable and they should deliver the good quality, then only the student of this school or college are very good, and then building matters less afterwards. I think so, sir.
So, madam, let me reiterate. You said 3 points. One is that you said is infrastructure. Am I correct? Buildings,
Yes, sir.
right? But you said
Yes.
prior to that, the students has to be good, right?
Yes.
And what was the third point, madam? So
I
two
mean,
major
student good in the
points.
sense that this, if they have to appear in any type of council exam, they should be good pass result. And another is they have to be sellable in the market. If they have the good qualitative product for the market or demand for fulfilling products or students are found in the market, then only the image can be built.
Absolutely correct. So what you said is good students. So they should perform not only in some of the recognized competitive examinations, but they should be
But also
sellable.
in-
That means they'll be employable, right?
On the workplace.
Sellable
Yeah.
means here. Am I correct?
Yes.
And they should be, the infrastructure should be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Before coming to education, just in general, right? So these are the 2 points. And please, ma'am, and thank you for pointing out these 2 aspects. I'll come to that aspect. Just to give you a food for thought right now, there are few institutes in our country which doesn't have infrastructure in India, but still they are performing very well. They are a brand in itself.
They have, since they have given the good quality product for since long time, then
Right.
infrastructure gets down for those.
Right.
Yes. That is the image, due to the image, that is due to the image, and branding is for that, all those resources and all those standard it has maintained, quality criteria it has maintained, accredited, all comes under branding, I think. And image means for the long term, then there will be the image effects, I think.
Absolutely correct. Ma'am, so that is what you have said is absolutely correct. The advantage of having the branding. But before that, let me in general sense, what is the difference between a service and a goods from let's say marketing or a branding perspective? So any major differences which makes the marketing or
for
branding
that
of a
purpose,
service
from my
different?
knowledge,
Yeah, ma'am.
goods are those tangible, that is tangible, feelable, that is the good. And service is, we can't by the sense organ, like that could not be visualized, or that could not be smelled, taken through the smell, or that could not be felt, or that is not tangible. They are not service, or with recurrent use should be given that service, I think.
Absolutely
and goods
correct.
means tangible, and currently we can take the sense organs can be felt, I think.
Absolutely correct, ma'am. What we say is from the 5 senses, right? So we have 5 senses. So
Yes.
goods are tangible, so we can hold them, we can feel them, we can smell them, right? So the sensory organs are used there, while services are not like goods, right?
Yeah,
so probably we
satisfaction
cannot
and-
hold them,
Yeah.
right? We cannot smell them. So this is something what you said is the difference is one is the tangible aspect. So goods are tangible, services are intangible. Absolutely correct. Any other difference, ma'am? Which, this is the biggest difference. What you have pointed out is the biggest difference. So now think from the perspective of a branding and marketing perspective, what are the differences that may occur?
For the product,
Are you able to
product to
understand?
sustain, it should go with the service. For example, if you give on a filter, RO filter, suppose you give the product, you sell the product, and its maintenance is go on a continuous, you go on maintenance from the company, and that goes towards the service. That is, service is associated with something product, but that is to be recurrently felt or recurrently absorbed, I think so, sir.
Yes, but in the context of products also, they comes on continuously coming. But when I say
can I add something more on this topic, sir?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Actually,
sir, go ahead.
Yeah, education, it's primarily, it's not a service. I also
okay.
I also support this statement. Since we know this, there is a big difference between service and goods, because as Madam, she told that this education is not tangible. This cannot be like, it involves the transfer of skill, knowledge. We're talking about this KSA, right? This three aspect. So, but by the same time,
mean by KSA here?
Knowledge, skill, and attitude.
Oh,
This is
right.
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 Also, Dr. Kesavan, yesterday he added communication also. He told CACs, this is also the barrier that we need to upgrade ourselves. But at the same time, however, education, we can include some goods, that supporting goods like textbooks, materials, laboratories, infrastructures, which is the core value of education, which all comes under the service aspect. So I think this includes teaching, mentorship, and all. So I think there is a correlationship between service and good, but there is a big difference in it.
Okay.
So branding
Neeraj
and
sir,
branding
am I
means like
correct? Neeraj
we are trying to improve the ecosystem in a sense like infrastructure, info cultures. We need to improve. I think we need to improve on these things to have a brand.
Neeraj sir, did I get your name correct? Right?
Neeraj Adhikari.
Neeraj Adhikari, right? This was you, sir? Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. It's audible enough.
Yeah. So let me give you the one thing. See, sir, first of all, we cannot make anything between a pure goods and a pure service. There will be very few products in the world which you can classify as a pure goods or a pure service. It will always be a continuum. What is a continuum? I hope you are aware about it. Continuum means there is no as such a boundary between the two ends. So there are two ends. One is goods, this is service. And between these two ends, there is a continuum from goods to services. That means the moment there is an area that comes from where I transfers to this side, then it will become primarily a service. That means from moving from this side to this side, there will be an area in between here, which will area from where I will transition from being a goods to a service. But each has both the components. For example, let me say this product, right? This is a highlighter. This is from a company which I don't know whether you are able to see it or not on your screen. So this is a highlighter of a company, a branded product. The moment it is a branded product, it is no longer a pure goods. Now it is a good primarily, but I do expect after sales service. So it's a service component is also included. Similarly, since each product has a goods nature as well as a service nature, primarily they may fall in one of these two. So this is primarily a good, but it also has a service component. Similarly, education will primarily fall in service domain, but it also has a goods component attached to it, like you mentioned. I hope we are on the same page now, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Right?
sir. Okay.
Got it. Now the question comes, what difference does it make? So let me tell you that few of the differences. Like one of the difference that it makes is most of the services cannot be inventoried. So tomorrow, if there is a mismatch between my supply and demand, in products case, in goods case, I can inventory it, right? But in services, most of the times that is not possible. In most of the services, right? Am I correct? For example, if in my hotel rooms, it is though there are products associated with it, but in case if there are no guests, that inventory is now going to waste. And that's why you have dynamic pricing, right? In many now hotels are shifting towards dynamic pricing. Similarly, in education as well. So tomorrow, if I in my institute, if I doesn't get the requisite number of participants in any course, so if let's say my sanction or if the total seats that I was offering was 60, but only 6 students turned up. Now what shall I do? I have to incur all the costs because my faculty are going to be there for 6 or 60. So that means what? It cannot be inventoried. I hope anytime if you have any questions or if you do not agree with my point of view, please feel free to raise your questions with me. Second point is, as Madam has rightly pointed out, services and specifically in education domain, the intangible elements usually dominate the value creation, right? And who are those? Those intangible elements are humans, which are the most vulnerable resources in any organization. So if you look at it, even the customers are involved in the production of the service. So when you are delivering a lecture in educational institute, your students are involved in the co-production of the whole service experience. Do you agree with me or not in this? Yes or no? Right? Another, let me look at explain that. Because of the intangible nature of the services, many times services are difficult to visualize and understand even after the consumption. So that is the biggest challenge. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's session. We will take this thing further, that in the case of services, many times even the what I'll say, the core product is not understandable by the consumer himself or herself. That is the biggest challenge, right? Another aspect, the operational inputs and outputs tend to vary more widely. When I'm saying operational inputs and outputs, that means the consistency, to manage consistency or to have consistency in the service aspects are the biggest challenge. So if you look at in case, so if you look at some of the let's take an example. For an example, McDonald's or any other fast food chain that may be operating in your country, for that matter, or I heard that let's say some of the food items in Nepal are pretty great. I think I joined when Dr. Kesavan was also mentioning McDonald's and momos, right? So what is the biggest challenge? So suppose if you want to open up let's say outlet of like a quick serving restaurant, QSR, serving momos, what is the biggest challenge? What will be the biggest challenge?
Customer attraction.
Since suppose, madam, let's say I am selling and I am making the momos as well, but I am making very tasty momos, delicious. So customers, because I started from a small thing, now I am getting a sizable customers in my shop. Now I want to expand it. What will be the biggest challenge that I may face? Say I am right now in Kathmandu, I want to go to the different parts of the Nepal or different cities of the Nepal. What will be the biggest challenge?
Variation in the change of the customer. Change in the changes, test change of the customer. Variation.
Customer taste preference, ma'am, will not vary that much in Nepal, because Nepal geographically is not that big. Am I correct?
It may be lack of branding.
Brand
Marketing.
Marketing, I can invest money. So let's say I make Harsh momos and invest in that and do extensive promotion.
Maintaining quality.
Maintain the human
Absolutely correct. Who said maintaining quality?
Me, Sumit. Sumit Karna.
Sumit sir. Sumit sir, absolutely correct. You said. Why there will be an issue with the quality?
Because when we start
quality refers to standard, because we have to do.
So the
Stand-
moment I
product lifetime is so short that it
Right.
should maintain its steam momo. There should be some moisture content like.
Absolutely correct. So what you said is absolutely correct, sir. That standardization is the biggest challenge in the food industry. So if you look at it, the biggest challenge for any food. So if I am doing that, so the moment I am making it, it's okay. But the moment I expand to other cities, now since as you rightly mentioned, that the shelf life of the product is very less. Now I cannot manufacture or cannot do preparation of the momos by myself everywhere. That means someone else has to do in different cities on different locations. Now to replicate that same taste, I became successful. Why? Because I am giving a particular taste of momos. Now I have to replicate that, and that becomes a challenge. Because the moment someone else will do that particular process, their taste of the momos will change. So what is essential here? Standardization. Standardization of what? The food making process. Now, this is the biggest challenge here. It is not easy to do. That's why McDonald's became so successful that they are able to employ semi-skilled laborers. Still, they are able to produce the kind of taste which is uniform, at least across a country. So even though India is such a huge country, but if I take in one corner of southern part of the India, take a particular variant of a McDonald's burger, same taste, or if not exactly same, but almost similar taste I will get in the other extreme, which is in itself is a huge challenge. Because you look at the kind of inputs that goes in the creation of that particular burger varies significantly. So what McDonald's has to do, they have to control that variability. Same is in the educational institute as well. Same is in the education sector as well. So the moment, and why, if you talk about it, some of the things, aspects is, one is the uniform delivery of the service. So it's not exactly same, but almost in a similar nature. And that's the biggest challenge. That's where it comes. So please mind it, branding or marketing of a service is not an easy job. It's a really tough job. And to make the matters more worse, the moment you take education from out of this service industry, if you take the education services, the things becomes more and more complicated, in my view. And we'll see it further. Probably all of you are from this particular domain, and you may be experiencing that this is not a small task. So I'm really, really appreciable of the CPSC as an organization, that they have taken this humongous task, and they are doing really, I'll say credit worthy or appreciable type of work in order to address this difficult but very, very relevant and important issue that all of the educational sectors in countries like us follow. Right? So this is another aspect. The another aspect here is, if you look at it, because of these variabilities and all this intangible aspect, the time factor assumes great importance. So time factor becomes critical. Also, the distribution channels. So we know in marketing and branding, the distribution channels plays important part. Now, in services, the distribution many times takes place through non-physical channels, which is very much different from that of the, what I'll say, basically the different from that particular of the products or goods in essence. So I hope this difference between goods and services in context to the education services are clear. We'll be talking of this because this is the base of my today's workshop as well as tomorrow's workshop as well. I hope that is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Am I audible to all? So any questions till this point of time? Hello.
It's clear, sir. Going on. Go ahead.
Okay. So shall I go ahead? Okay. So yes. Yeah, someone is asking something. Is there any question?
No question, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let me now. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are visible. Yes, sir.
No, my screen means my presentation.
Your presentation.
No, sir. No.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Okay. Okay. Let me show you the then. So is it
Yes.
now visible?
Yes.
My
sir.
presentation
Yes,
PPT
sir.
slide is visible.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
PowerPoint
Only
presentation.
topic visible.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Visible. Conducting SWOT visible.
Yeah, conducting SWOT. Sir, you have done the SWOT in the pre-lunch session. I think already done that. So you know what the SWOT or SWOC. Many times it is also referred to as SWOC, where threat is replaced by challenges. So I hope you have done it. So you have done for your respective organizations, right? Or you have taken, so each group has taken a particular organization.
No, sir. We just
Okay.
prepared short analysis on TVET, branding, and issues on branding TVET.
Okay. So you have done it for TVET as a
Yes.
SWOT, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So what we'll do is probably we'll start. So before that, okay, let me come out with it. So strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats. So opportunities and threats comes from where? How do I know what are the opportunities or what are the challenges or the threats are there?
They are come from the outside.
Outside. Outside means external environment. What you have said is absolutely correct, sir. And strengths and weaknesses are from
Yes.
internal environment or internal analysis. So that's what you have said. So absolutely correct. So we got strengths and weaknesses from analysis of the internal environment within the organization or the factors, as well as opportunities and threats are from outside the environment. So Dr. Kesavan, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we have them to do a SWOT analysis for an institute for their respective? So if there are 7 groups, out of these are from different institutes. Am I correct, people?
Yes.
So can they do it for the different institutes? So one group can do, say, out of the 7 participants, there are 6 groups. Am I correct?
Six groups, 7 participants.
7
in a
participants. So one group out of those 7, they can arrive on one particular institute. They can take out of institute of any of those any of the participants institute.
Okay, Ken, sir. It's up to you.
Right.
But
Right.
what they have done, we need to know from the SWOT how they're going to plan the strategy. That is the important from the issues.
So what I am going to do is either we can do that or we can because see the branding exercise I was thinking of doing it for the organizational perspective from, let's say, educational institute. So how they can build a brand for, or brand plan or plan of for the branding for their respective educational institutes. That was my
Okay.
perspective.
Ken,
Looking
sir,
at it.
please.
So probably they can. So what they can do, they can, because since they all are TVET institutes only, so many of the identified strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats will be, they can just place it as per their institute.
Okay.
I hope it is clear to the participant.
Please clear to the participant. Justin, can you
Yes,
please we are using the Padlet. I can create another Padlet for them to write only for the institute. So easy for you, Dr. Harsh, to monitor. Justin, can you create another link on the Padlet?
Or shall we go with the TVET? Some people suggest, you tell me, shall we go with the TVET, what they have done? Because let me tell you, what I wanted to have is, I wanted to have them this particular metrics, those metrics.
So we already shared the QR code to you. You can look at the QR code of the Padlet. Then from there, you can see what are the issues. All the groups have created the SWOT analysis, the issue and challenges for the brand is called TVET for Nepal. That is what the brand is called TVET for Nepal. Generally, I'm not focusing on the particular things. So from there, we can take off and enhance.
Particular
That is my
education.
idea.
Okay, so then we'll continue with this only.
Yeah.
So what I will do is, I will start with this tools metrics for what they have done already.
Okay, you can I have shared two to your WhatsApp and also the QR code. You can see the issue and challenges by each group.
Okay, so let me explain to them what they have to do.
Yeah,
Then,
please.
Right. So participants, this is called the TOES matrix, which is nothing but the opposite. We have done the reverse of the SWOT. It is an established matrix. So you can see here, TOES matrix, it is nothing but the reverse of SWOT. That is what is known as the TOES matrix. And in TOES matrix, what we do is, so your strengths and weaknesses are coming from the internal factors analysis, while your opportunities and threats are coming for external factors analysis. What you do is, in this, you create strategies which helps you in further building the branding or the marketing strategy of the concerned aspect. So here, what we do is, we create either maxi-maxi, maxi-mini, mini-mini, and mini-maxi strategy. What does it mean? So these names looks fancy, but they are very simple to understand. You can understand that how I can maximize my opportunities by maximizing the strengths. That means, so you can understand how I can exploit the opportunities using my strengths to the fullest. Similarly, how can I maximize the opportunities while minimizing my weaknesses? And similarly, you can have mini-maxi and mini-mini strategy. I hope this is very easy to understand. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Right. So what you do here is, you are going to create these maxi-maxi, mini-maxi, and mini-mini and mini-maxi strategies for the work that you have done. So you have already done here some opportunities and strengths and this. Let me give you an example just to help you out. So one, we'll develop the TOES matrix today for the work that you have done, and then we'll do the perceptual mapping. So we'll develop a perceptual map as well. So let me show you here. So for example, these are some of the strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats that I have identified, like you people have already done it. And since my perception was a little bit different, I was thinking from an organizational perspective. So what I have done is, I have taken the academic programs of an educational organization or an educational institute. So you can see here, I have defined these certain strengths. You can see here on the screen, I have defined these certain what I'll say, strength. And these are certain opportunities, while these are weaknesses and threats. What I have done here is I have used them to create one strategies for all one. Look at here in this particular slide, you can look at it. So for example, my maxi strategy is to continue my efforts for the outcome-based accreditation. Because if you look at the kind of the opportunities and strengths that are there for my academic program, I can very well formulate this particular maxi strategy. Similarly, for the mini-maxi strategy, I can use modernization of my electronic communication lab. Why this? Because you can see here, there is an obsolescence of equipment in my electronic communication lab, while there is an opportunity for learning materials and infrastructure. That means what? I can now very easily overcome my weakness by using that opportunity. I can minimize my weakness while maximizing the opportunity as identified by me. And similarly, I can make the kind of maxi-mini and mini-mini strategies. Here a little bit change. There I have taken the strengths and opportunities and threats in the rows, while columns are strengths and weaknesses. Here it is a little bit opposite. So accordingly, only thing is you have to keep in mind what I am maximizing. So this particular side comes first. So in the word here, the maximization here, maximizing strength and maximizing opportunity. That's why maximizing strength while minimizing your threats. And similarly, minimizing threats and maximizing opportunities. And so I hope this is a little bit clear to all of you. Those TOOS metrics. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Right. So is the TOOS metrics clear to all of you?
Sir, I have a question regarding this.
Please, sir, go ahead, sir.
So as we have already prepared our SWOT analysis, which is not already interconnected with each other. Because
Okay.
I guess there should be a close relationship between these 4 parameters to get this TOWS matrix. I think so. Because
sir, there are 2 aspects to it. What you have said is absolutely correct. One is close relationship. Can you elaborate on that aspect? How can a close relation has to be there?
Actually, because to maximize the opportunity, we need to overcome the weakness, right? So we had already prepared the different aspect of opportunity and from different aspects of weakness. So I think we need to work it out again so that we can again work, we can input again for this TOWS matrix.
Sir, let me explain you. See, right now you have done separately, right? Am I correct? This is done separately only, sir, because when we look at opportunities, so there are 2 ways of looking at it. One is I look at the opportunities in general, right? That's what you have done. That's probably you are mentioning me, right? Am I correct? Yes. So when I say, let's say let me take an Indian example from an Indian government context. So if I look at it, so when I'm doing opportunities and threats, for that I have to do external analysis. So when I'm doing an external environment analysis or external factor analysis, what I will look at? I will look at it, okay, what is the focus of Indian government in currently right now? Which sectors Indian government is focusing upon? So I identifies, okay, Indian government is currently focusing on electric vehicles, solar energy. It is also focusing on drone technologies and electronic chip manufacturing. Now, once I identified this, so these are the opportunities. Now, whether I can exploit this opportunity or not, that connection now we are doing that. For example, what I am able to understand from the Nepal government is that your government is focusing on tourism, hotel management, because hotel management is again closely associated with the tourism sector as well. Then ICT is another area. Please provide your inputs. What's your focus? So these are the certain domains where TVET can find its opportunity as well, in my view. Please feel free to disagree, sir.
Dr. Harsh, I think what the participants say, we have done generally for the TVET branding for Nepal. So what you are showing is you are going from the what you call macro level to the micro level. So you are zeroing to the particular institute, seeing what really they have. So dear participant, what we have done, you can go further in like what Dr. Harsh telling, the 3 sectors where Nepal for the TVET, then you can zero in. So what we learn and what you're going to learn, what he's teaching, you can combine to make it better from the macro level to micro level, institute level. We are talking about Nepal just now. Now he's zeroing down to the institute level, what you can offer based on Nepal's need. So I think there is a match making here. So don't think this is different, this is different. Try to relate from the bigger picture to the smaller one. So we are in the same phase. Thank you.
In fact, just to add on, thank you, Dr. Kesavan. In fact, just to add on, sir, what I'm trying to tell you is, don't think, even if you don't want to go into the micro level, even now what we are doing, we are just connecting it. So today we say there is an opportunity and there is a challenge, there is a strength and a weakness as well. So can we connect? Can we make something out of it, this connection? Because if there is no connection, we will not be able to address that. There has to be an address, right? In order to address that, we have to make the connection first. So think from the policymaker's perspective even. So even if you are thinking from a policymaker's perspective, think from there that there are certain strengths that you have in your educational segment or TVET educational segment, and there are certain challenges, but there are certain opportunities and as well, and there are certain weaknesses as well. So can we make that connection? I hope I am able to make sense here.
It is somehow we are trying to make a solution out of it.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, I don't know of others, but from my point of view, maybe we are not in the that position or in that level to generate or to give an idea about this TOS matrix tool. Maybe, but we can give some general idea, but maybe not, maybe yes, we don't know about this.
Just to add in, Dr. Harsh, I think we can do one example. We show the SWOT and how you can reverse TOS matrix and show them one example so that they can develop one later.
I myself, I wanted to give one example. For example,
right.
In my strength, I mentioned for TVET, for the prospect of TVET, that the strength is TVET in Nepal. We are focusing on skill and recognition prior learning for the new upcoming workers. This is our strength, and the threat is like migration of skilled worker. So, like, how can we give a solution or
sir, look at it. Look at it. There is, you are now joining strengths. Opportunity. What you said, strength is. Can you come again, sir, please?
Trade. Now I want to make a strategy of minimum to maximum.
Right.
Minimum
So tell me what. So what is the strength? Strength is. Can you repeat, sir?
We are focusing on skillful work, or else we are focusing skill and recognition prior learning for workers. This is our strength.
Means skilled workers you are creating, and you have education policy with recognized prior learning as well.
Yes.
Right.
The threat is nowadays the maximum numbers of workers are getting migrated to foreign country for overseas for working. This is our threat. Right. So now how can we go through this TOS matrix tool?
Right. So, sir, now what you have got is, what you want to do is now maximizing of this strength with the minimizing of the threat that is being posed here. Now, the minimize what? So the question comes, why? So can you make entrepreneurial ecosystem in the country? So promote entrepreneurial system can be the kind of the what else can say a strategy to counter this particular thing. So the maximizing and maximizing strategy will be to promote entrepreneurial ecosystem. Why? Because your entrepreneurial system will flourish because of the skilled workers. At the same time, why people are going? Because they may not be getting any employment or the kind of satisfaction in the current jobs, right? So that can be one of the strategy to do that. Or you can look at, for example, getting another strategy. I'm just giving the food for thought, because see, the point of here is to come out with certain policy document, even some recommending document as well. I don't know, Dr. Kesavan will provide inputs into that. Or it can be something like that where you can, since you have skilled people, you can make it Nepal as an R&D hub, or Nepal as a manufacturing hub for the global one, making Nepal as so this can be also one of the strategies, sir. I know it will not be implementable or something like that, but probably this is something, then probably you can look into those particular aspects. Again, Dr. Kesavan, this is just a input from my side. Again, if you want to go to the educational sides, in fact, I actually designed from that perspective.
Sir, what you have planned, please go ahead as what we have discussed.
Is
And
there
if the
any
participant wanted to add something which you can elaborate, it's fine with me. As what we have discussed, please proceed.
So is there
Okay.
any relevant criteria or any indicator that we can take as a reference for using this matrix tool?
Sir, see, there is an examples here. Usually, it is made like this only. I can share this slide. I've shared with you right now. It might be visible to all of you. Hello?
No, sir. No, sir, it's not visible.
It's not visible. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Now visible.
Yes. This is I've taken from an educational perspective only, sir. Hello?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Right. So now you can see here, sir, I don't know who was making the query, because it was not visible to me who was making the query.
First of all, I'd like to request, sir, one thing, that we are not clear about this maxi strategy and maxi-mini strategy in TOS matrix. If you clarify us these things, then we'll be understanding this concept in clear way.
Okay, sir. So let me tell you, sir, what I have just saying is what we have to define one or two strategies in order to maximize our opportunities while maximizing the strengths. So I can use my strengths to harness the opportunities. That is maxi strategy. That means I am maximizing my strengths and maximizing the opportunities. Is that, sir? Why?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Is that clear, sir? First, understand one aspect, maxi, then I will explain, because the rest one are similars only. So just raise questions in the first one only, maxi.
It's clear, sir. So we have to maximize both opportunities as well as strength in this first quarter.
Right, sir. So the reason is, sir, because you have certain strengths and there are certain opportunities that may come up. So you should have a strategy to maximize that. You should have a strategy to face that. That is the linkage. Otherwise, there will be no linkage between after doing the SWOT. You have done SWOT for what? SWOT has to be ultimately followed into or to be converted into a strategy. That is the objective here, sir. I hope I make sense here. Is it clear, sir?
Yes,
Hello.
sir, it's clear, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Shall I go for the next one? Similarly, is the maximizing strategy. That means you are going to minimize the threats or challenges while maximizing your strengths. So you look at it here from this perspective, strengths, because this side comes first, so that's why the maximization. While threats are going to be minimized. That's what you do want to have as an organization, as a policy maker, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And same way, if you look at it here, it's weakness. You like to minimize your weakness while maximizing the opportunities. And same way is the minimization of both. So for example, you can just look at from example here. In the weaknesses, what I have got. So look at mini. So I've just explained maxi. Let's look at mini strategy. If you look at it, weakness is obsolete equipments in electronic labs, lack of targeted advertisements to students out of state or out of region. Now, what are the threats? That poor student enrollment. Now, what can I do here? So I have a threat that there I will get poor student enrollment, and then there is lack of targeted advertisements. So what I can do, I can organize, one of the strategies, I can organize national level student contests. I can organize some national level conferences. These are the certain strategies. This is specific to this particular example. I hope I am able to answer or clear the doubt to a certain extent.
Dr. Harsh, can I explain a little bit for the understanding for the participant with your permission? Dear participant, what we have done, SWOT analysis just now, generally. So what Dr. Harsh telling, what is after SWOT you want to do? So you want to use the tools, how you can do maxi strategy, how you can do maximize strategy, how you can do maxi strategy, minimize, maximize, and minimize. So this is the new term is coming out with the TWOS matrix, the opposite of SWOT. We have done the SWOT, use that, how you can benefit. Because in SWOT analysis, the strength and the weakness is the internal factor. The opportunity and the threat is the external factor. So we want to see the risk management. Also, we can analyze, and also we can use the strength and the opportunity to make it bigger. We can use the weakness and the threat to make it lower. So this is what he trying to say in the next level. So please try to understand there is a continuity. What we have learned is coming with the new. Then you can feed into either you want to do national level or your institutional level. But this is the framework. So I hope this message is clear. We are in the same page. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Kesavan. I hope the participants are clear about it, or shall you want me to further clarify it? Hello?
No, it's clear.
It's
okay,
clear, sir, now.
Okay. So if you are thinking, you are finding it challenging to do it at a national level, I'll suggest we'll go to the first option. Let us take a particular educational institute. So within a group, what you can do is you can choose one of the educational institute of the group member itself. So out of the 7 group members you have, 7 persons you have. So out of those 7 persons, you can choose one educational institute of your group member only, right? So that person will help you with the coming out with the strengths and weaknesses. Opportunities and threats you can get in general, because you all can contribute, because you all know the external environment in Nepal, in your own country, right? I think better to do that. That will make you more easier, and it will be more fruitful for you. I think so. That will be my suggestion. Is it okay, sir? Dr. Kesavan?
Yeah. I think it's okay. I think we can proceed, doctor. No problem.
Right. So let us move with that particular aspect. Hello. Participants, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So what you can do is when we'll divide you in the breakout rooms, we'll do the breakout rooms. You first discuss and decide on the educational institute of one of the participant, and then you can proceed further to create use matrix. Okay. What I'll do, I'll share it this particular one, the template for this as well when you are discussing in between. Shall I move ahead?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. So once you are able to do the tools matrix, right? This is one which I'll share with you, all of you for that matter. Then what we can do is you can do the perceptual map. So do a perceptual mapping because it will give you the current status. So if you look at the brand or strategic brand plan or strategic branding plan of any organization or any aspect that you want to have, first is starts with the purpose of the organization or the purpose of the entity. Once the purpose is clearly defined, then you do the situational context or situational analysis, which is done by SWOT. So that's what Dr. Kesavan has already helped you in doing that. And under the situational context, the second part is then linking the SWOT with each other. So linking the SO, strengths with opportunities, strengths with threats, weaknesses with opportunities, and weaknesses with threats. That's the second stage. Then we will move on and try to understand our competitors, where our competitors are and where we are in the mind of the user. So that gives us the exact positioning, right? So this is a perceptual map, is a chart used to illustrate where you and your competitors are positioned according to the user or consumer's perception. This is something like this kind of a perceptual map. So I've taken an example of a fashion brand here. So you can take two parameters, right? So either you can, usually it is taken on 2 dimension, but it can be n dimension as well. And accordingly, then you go on and create a perceptual map. So this is the process. That means first you take the parameters, then define your competitors and place your competitors on that particular map. Now here in picking your parameters is the most important aspect because you have to pick those parameters that mirrors your consumer or customer's thinking. Just to give you an example here, this is a perceptual map of cars or the car organization or companies which sells automobiles. You can see here, I have taken price and quality. These are the usual parameters on which a consumer or a customer analyzes a car or an automobile. You can have price and quality. You can now see I can have this kind of a perceptual map. For example, Mercedes-Benz is high in quality, but it is also high in price. If you look at Toyota, it is to a certain extent lower on price, but considerably decent in terms of quality. While there are some others as well, which are on the other side, that means they are low on quality, but low on price. So there are certain brands which are like that or certain organizations which are like that. But I know doing this will be together will be a little bit difficult. So what we'll do is we'll start with the first one, that is the pose matrix.